Hello everybody, this is Jeff at etrailer.com. Today we're going to take a look at this V-shaped clear ID light bar for over 80-inch wide boat trailers. Now this is a V-shaped ID light which will function as a rear identification light bar on boat trailers that are wider than 80 inches, and it is required by law to have a rear identification light when the trailer is wider than 80 inches. This is a nice low profile design, so it allows for installation in tight spaces, and they do use sealed waterproof housing and lens unit, which is submersible. It does have an IP68 rating, and that means it's resistant to submersion up to maximum depth of 5 feet underwater for up to about 30 minutes. Now they do use military grade construction of the circuit board on this light. It uses a urethane potting, which offers better protection than the common epoxy potting. And the LEDs they use on these lights are premium LEDs. They are energy efficient, long lasting, vibration resistant. They are rated for up to 100,000 hours of operation. Now at the end of this video I'm going to hook this light up to some 12-volt power to show you how bright it is. It is a durable polycarbonate housing and lens. Now this is a clear lens, but it is over 3 red LEDs. It is compatible with 12-volt DC systems. And it is a surface mount installation. Now the hardware to install it is not included. There's 2 holes here that the hardware would go through to hold it into place. It does hardwire to your trailer. It's a 2-wire design, a power and a ground wire, and they give you a wire length of about 58 inches. Now this light does meet or exceed the Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standard 108 standards. A few specs on it: the input voltage is 9 volts to 14 volts. Power draw is 0.07 to 0.09 amps. So what I want to do now is give you some measurements and then we'll hook it up to some power. The length from this end to this end, put a ruler on it. Now this is a 13-inch length ruler, so it's just under 13. It's right at 12 and 15/16 of an inch. The height when this is installed is going to be right at 2 inches tall, and the thickness of this light is only going to be right at about a ½ inch thick. Now the distance between those 2 mounting holes we mentioned, if you go center to center, is right at 9 inches. So what we're going to do now is we'll go ahead and hook up our ground wire, and we'll hook up our power wire, and then with those hooked up I'll go ahead and turn on the 12-volt power, and there you can see the lights light up. I'll go ahead and turn off the overhead lights, and there you can see the clear lens with the red LEDs. And what I'm going to do is actually even zoom back out, and you can see it at a wider distance how bright those lights are. Turn back on overhead lights, go ahead and turn off our power. But that should do it for the review on this V-shaped clear ID light bar for over 80-inch wide boat trailers.